What's she dressed like, look? We've got to examine this first. She's got stockings on, which is a bit risque, isn't it? But she's got them on with sort of like cowboy boots. And, I don't know what to call that. It's like a dress, but it's cut open in the front, so you couldn't call it a dress. It's more like a shirt. But it hasn't got any proper... Oh! She's messing about. And she's got some sort of like bodysuit, sort of play suit, bodysuit. It's a weird concoction of different styles and combination of things. And I don't know if the stockings make it seem like a bit too kinky. You know, I don't think you needed to go all out with the stockings. You could have reduced the kink factor by a level of 1 with the stockings, just reduce that down. I don't think it's good. It's not going to help you with your, you know, with your cowboy boots. You're going to get, it's the wrong sort of, if anything, you want a pair of thick socks. Is that a bone? You got a bone for? What are you messing about with the bone? She's got the little ears though. Oh, I've just noticed, look, she's got the little clear ears. She's got the clear ears, but she's not little. So that's interesting. Half moon specs. She looks quite Favonian as well, doesn't she? With this crest on her. I'm assuming she's a Favonian. Favonius. And the little cap.
I just need a moment to quickly take down some notes.
Bit like Clee with the little cap. So actually she's quite fashionable. Apart from the stockings, I'm digging all her look. Yeah, I'm digging everything apart from the stockings. I just don't think that's necessary. Certainly not for running around killing things in Teviat. Right, you're gonna get a ladder in them. Right, let's have a go look at what you do then.
Stand clear. Absorption test.
I can get everyone up in the air and fly them around. Nothing powerful then. Oh, she's a catalyst, look, she's a catalyst. Oh, is she Animo Catalyst?
Don't break my glasses.
Don't break my glasses. Watch this now.
Mark 2.
What's that? Oh! I thought that looks fucking pathetic, but then all of a sudden it killed everything, so... Stand clear. She's... Oh, I see what she is. She's a bit of a special ops. She'll get your swirls going, won't she? You know, you're going to be swirling like a right good one with this one. All animo shots. No physical power. All animo, so... Lots of... lots of actual...
Animal hypostasis simulation.
Animal hypostasis simulation. Look at the swirl going off. See, I told you. Drop one of them in and then switch to your other characters. That's what you do, don't you? Drop one of them in, then you switch out, and then it all goes nuts.
Surrender an obedient.
Animo test 6308.
Animo test.
Mark 2.
Like that. Kill everything, look. Just kill everything area of effect. It's actually really effective as well. So, it's pretty good.
Absorption test.
Like, it's quite likely we'll get her. She's pretty good. Quite happy with her skills there. I don't know if my build will be as powerful as that, but that was quite fun. That's everyone's first reaction is she can't kill a fly and then chaos. Yeah, I mean, I really like, as soon as I saw that pop off and everything get chuffed by it, I really like that. I was like, there's power in that. I think what's really nice about it as well is it's not individually powerful, but it can be exponentially powerful depending on how you roll with the other characters, can't it? So I think that's a very good, well-balanced character, actually. Really good. And support character as well. Like, if you're wishing for a 5-star and you're hoping for this cool big thing and you get something else different, it's nice if it can be utilised, like have some utility. And being a main DPS but not the one you wanted, of course, that can happen. But having a different kind of support, it might even make you say, right, well, hang on, I might start doing things a bit different here. I might start using my other characters more. I think that's a really good character that if it can open up other areas of gameplay, open up other opportunities and other combinations, like we were talking about the deck building earlier, if it can do that, it's a good character regardless of its actual direct power on the field. So yeah, I think she's well made. Here we go then. This is going to shit me up. If this one... Character preview. Oh, you can do this, right? Yeah, character preview. She's little.
Huh?
She is, isn't she? She's little.
Ta-da! No! Oh, fine.
I don't want another... I don't want this little one. You know what? Out of all the little ones, this is the one I don't want. I don't like the way she's got the pointy shoes. So she's Electro. She's a Claymore. That's above my head there. Claymore, which is cool as fuck. I like Claymores. But I do have an Electro Claymore already, don't I? I've got an Electro Claymore in the way of Fangs, Wolf Boy. So, you know, why am I getting another character that's basically, I've already got one. And on the little squad, I've already got a Claymore. It's an Animo Claymore, but I've got a Claymore. I quite like that. That sitting on that thing was cool. I'm just not a fan of her footwear at all. Pointy up shoes like that. I think they look strange. And she's obviously some sort of little genie, you know, Aladdin genie thing going on, isn't she? So, all right. Little John Lennon glasses, little square, but John Lennon glasses. Little flick of the hair. There's just something about the big baggy pantaloons and the little pointy shoes. There's just something about it that I'm not jamming with. Maybe it's the colour scheme as well, because others are quite bold in their colour schemes, and they've actually gone for a more muted sort of red into purple, haven't they? And personally, I don't know if red and purple work so well together. It's almost like a peachy, pinky red, though, to help that combo. Clothing-wise, she's wearing a little vest top, I think. You could call that a little armoured vest top. And she's got baggy pantaloons, which I just think look silly. Like big jodhpurs. You can't see her knees. And then she's got these funny little shoes. So that's who we're going to play with now. And I'm going to have to wish on it. I'm going to have a punt. She's a little one. I can't let it go by and then never get her ever. I'm going to have a little punt. I would probably like to know. Ooh, not a genie? No. Is she not? I don't know. I haven't met her yet. But she looked like this. Look, there's that thing there. And there's Wisp coming. It looks like that sort of business, doesn't it? Rub the lamp and then here comes Robin Williams. Oh, I'm so depressed, I'm going to kill myself. No, he didn't do that in the film, did he? No, he didn't. Just in real life. So, ain't it funny real life, eh? Go back to watching Aladdin, you shits. Poor Robin Williams. My captain. It's the Queen we're worried about today. Look, Queen. Focus, man. Okay, let's see this. And what I'm hoping is she's going to kick ass. Because we're going to have to fucking roll at her. Oh, you're saying not this, not a genie. Yeah, it seems, to be honest, yeah, the concept for the character, where the others have been quite interesting and different, this seems a bit tired and stale. Because, you know, Aladdin. And it's like, why don't we just have a little genie character thing going on? I think they could have thought a bit more about this. I don't know if it even fits. Maybe it fits with the Arabian Nights, because Aladdin was originally a story from 1001 Arabian Nights, which was a collection of stories that were told and retold around campfires in the Arabic world when they had more nomadic Bedouin, nomadic people that didn't write things down, but they told a lot of stories. So there's a collection of stories in the West called 1001 Arabian Nights, and it's stories that were told, I think, told by the Arabic Bedouin, and that's where these genie stories come from. And there's a lot more of them as well than just the one. There's 1001, aren't there? So they have taken something and like just lifted it out. But I'll tell you what, actually.
I love Mora, and Mora loves me. I make Mora, and it makes me.
I'll tell you something. I don't like the way she's going on about money, because I'm not money oriented myself very much, but I realise now at the ripe old age of old enough that you need it. But I'll tell you something. I've thought about this. There's an overt reference. Just gonna have to leave the domain. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to do it. Sorry, love. Just gonna have to do it. There's an overt reference to Coldplay. You know how I said the music sounded a bit like Coldplay in Leeway? We'll go and we'll do it. I'll just do it while I'm here. It's up here. The music sounds like Coldplay. Come back to meet me. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It doesn't matter how you are. You know, Coldplay. Yeah? Come back to me. I don't like Coldplay. I'm not a big fan. I think they're shit rubbish. But the music here sounds like Coldplay. Yeah? It's almost like they've taken the first few notes inspired by Coldplay. And we talked about it a lot. Other musics in the game are clearly sound-alikes to other things. So clearly inspired by it. A lot of influence, lots of, all over the place. Inazuma, Japan, Mondstadt, Germany. Even to the point where some characters might be influenced by real-life characters in the world. I don't know. But I was saying it as a bad thing. Right?
If my calculations are correct, Wanwan Bookhouse is due to receive a batch of new releases today.
Alright, book.
Might we add a small detour to our adventure?
Alright, books. Shut up now. I was saying it like it was a bad thing, and I kind of always feel that way instinctively because as a creative person, you know, writing songs and things, I don't think you should just rip off other songs. I think you should try and be creative yourself. So I'd always like, you know, written off as a negative, but I'm actually thinking there might be some positive to it. Where am I looking for now? Achievements. So is it in here? One of these achievements, and this is going to take me forever now, isn't it? I should have remembered where it was. One of the achievements says lights will guide you home. I think it was in Inazuma. I think I was in Inazuma when I got it. So where is my Inazuma one? I've got like an Inazuma one. Inazuma. Lights will guide you home. Here it is. Lights will guide you home. That's the name of a Coldplay song, isn't it? At least they sing it in a song. Lights will guide you home, and I will fix your dinner. What an awful song. What a terrible song. Dour, sad, like doesn't even have a chorus. It's just verse, 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 verse. This verse is a chorus, but it's really a verse. It's not got no punch. Anyway, look, I don't like Coldplay, but they've used their music. You can hear it in the background now, as an inspiration, and you know that they have now because they've used a direct, like maybe that's a translation, but to me it's like, here is a reference to Coldplay. If you like Coldplay, like I like Coldplay, and I don't, but if you did, then you might go, oh, I like Coldplay, oh, I like that, look, lights will guide you home, oh, it's a bit like Coldplay. And then this little lilt of the music, it might not offend you, it might make you think, oh, it's nice actually, and I like the way they've gone and changed it and done their own thing with it. It's just a little, it's a bit too much of a pointed nod to have the very first notes of your sequence to be directly ripped from somewhere else. But I write songs, yeah, and sometimes in the lyrics, I lift lyrics from other, not whole lyrics, not two words that, like, two sentences that rhyme, not like, okay, I'll give you the example is, in one of my songs, I've said, the water is vodka, I'm inside all of your cells, let me in or let me out this hell. And that's my lyrics. But Kurt Cobain wrote the water is vodka in a Nirvana song. But the rest of his lyrics were all different. I've used the water is vodka, just that phrase, and I've lifted it from Nirvana, and I've written an entire like lyric inspired by. And the reason I've done it is because I wanted someone to listen to my songs and say, like, because sometimes I write lyrics they just flow out of me, and other times I have to think about it a bit. And when I'm thinking about it a bit, I try and use a bit of influence because I want people to like, I wanted someone to know. It's like an Easter egg. Someone might say, oh, the water's vodka, Kurt said that in that song, and they listen to that other song, yeah, he did, didn't he? And like, then there's some connection there, and it's me saying to the world, these are my influences, these are the things I love, and if you too have the same love, then you'll pick up on these things. So in a way, leaving those breadcrumbs, those Easter eggs, those prompts to the world to say, these are the creative works that I love, and it's all fed into this. It's all fed into this. So in some ways, maybe they love Coldplay and they wanted to just like, share that a little bit. And maybe it's not terrible. It wouldn't be terrible if it was a proper band. If it was the Foo Fighters, then it'd be great. But instead it's Coldplay, so it's a bit shit. But the principle's there. Right, what am I doing anyway? What am I even doing? So with that being said, there's a lot of puns and references on the achievements. You find them funny. Okay, I haven't noticed them all. Or maybe I'm not as well versed as I thought I was then, because that was the first one that I really said, that's definitely that. But I think it's good that they do that. Therefore, she's not awful for being a genie anymore. She's their take on a genie, and they can, take a start point and mould it in a different way and expand on it and give it a bit of spin. She might be like, Aladdin was a very, like, Disney's Aladdin, as much as I don't Disneyfy my life, I thought it was really good, wasn't it? Rob Williams did a really good job. They animated it well. Like, good genie. Good. Shut up, you.
More for me, and the customers still feel like they're getting a bargain. Now that's what I call a win-win.
What's she going on about? So a different take on a genie is acceptable in culture. Like, in fact, if anything, I should revel in the joy of, like, reminiscing on famous genies of the past. Get on with it, you idiot! Just get on with it! Oh wait, she's not a claymore. Well, she is a... What the fuck's going on? She's sitting on that little ball thing, and that's swinging the sword around. What the fuck is that? She's got an actual lamp. She's got a magic lamp. She's a bit cliche. She's so cliche. Oh, there's the magic lamp, look. That's my special. And it's fucking dog shit. Look, it's dog shit. It's not like the last one we saw, is it? Do you remember the last one we saw where everything kicked off massive? That's just like, I suppose use it in conjunction. Use it in conjunction with something else and it'll be good, look. There you go. Now it's good. Now it's overpowered.
Here's the goods.
Now, if you've got your collie, it's going to be good. But if you don't have your collie, it's going to be shit. So, look, now it's overpowered. Everything's dead. That's saying more about collie to me than it is about this chopper. I don't even feel like I'm using a catalyst. I don't feel like I'm using I don't have the same. I'll show you in a minute with the other Claymore characters. But the Claymore has a really satisfying. That last sweep over the top of the head has a bit more of it. But the Claymore has a really satisfying, like, attack animation where the characters themselves are thrown around by the heft of the sword. And this one seems to lack it. This one seems to lack that because we're floating around, the sword's sort of floating, so you're losing that, like the weight of the sword is not being felt as much. So for many reasons she's like the worst of all possible. Like, she's a poorly thought out character design that's a bit cliched. She's got an element that I've already got in abundance. She's got a weapon that I've already got in abundance, and I've got that element and weapon together. Plus the animations take away from the things that make that weapon enjoyable, and her special in and of itself is fairly shit. She's a healer. She's a healer support. Oh my god. On top of that, I've already got a designated healer ×2, so I don't want another healer support, thank you. The only thing that you could say in favour of that is it gives me another option in that slot. But another option over the top of Chi-Chi? Don't think so. Another option over the top of Sayu? Don't think... Well, you're going to replace your Sayu with a different Claymore character. Go on, then. Why? Because I so desperately want Electro. Just fucking shut up, mate. Sayu's fucking cool. She's got a leaf on her head. Like, where's your leaf on your head? You don't have a leaf on your head, do you? So this isn't going to cut the mustard. On the other hand, if I don't have all the little characters, I'm not going to be happy. You could make a little character and it could be a stack of dog poo. Just dog poo piled up on top of each other like that. And its special move could be that they slide in it. And then they're like, oh god, I've got that on my shoe. And they scrape it off on the grass. And that's it. That's how it affects them. They're not even that... If anything, when they start kicking you, you get dog shit on you. And it's worse for you. And that, if it was a little character, I'd still have to roll for that. So... it's not about how awful she is, because she's not good. But and I'm very positive about Genshin Impact, bear in mind. But I will be honest, that wasn't that. Or that was it. Where have you gone? She's not good. But I do have lots of faded red satins, so she will be easy to level up. And those Calpalata lotuses, they're floating around everywhere. Right. Now it's the big two. This is what gonna determine which banner we wish on, isn't it? Super hot mermaid cat girl. Can you have a cat girl under the sea? Super hot mermaid, sexy mermaid girl, or super hot, sexy, hot Coco goat. I don't know why they call it a Coco goat. You can't actually be a Coco goat, can you? For me, it's Ganyu instinctively. Just, I like the character, I like the Li Wei Qi Sing, I like the fact they're authoritarian, and they were all giving me a load of shit when I was talking to them. Her, on the other hand, only popped up out the sea to help out me when I was captain of the Swordfish, and really, I can't even remember her doing much. So, I'm not, you know, at the moment, I'm going to get a 5-star in the first, so I'm going to get both, yeah. No, because if I get one, I'll stop immediately. No, I won't, will I? I'll keep wishing until I get the little chuffer. So I can get both, you're right. I could get 5-star on the first one, 5-star on the second one, and then have to keep wishing for the little chuffer. This one, I'm telling you something now, She looks like she's wearing a pair of frilly knickers. Like you can see her midriff. And
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
You're not fucking prepared, love. I can see your frilly knickers. And you're wearing little sandal shoes. Please don't say that. I'm not going to roll this one, am I? Little sandal shoes with little bows. I don't think she's dressed tough enough. I prefer them to have boots. I like Sucrose's boots. In fact, we should just remind ourselves that Sucro's wearing a good, solid, comfy pair of boots. I like them. Good boots. She's got the little bow like Yoima, but it's more downplayed. It's quite a cool feature there in the ribbon on the back. And I love the way the tail is formed through the costume. It's very elegant and it's evocative of this mermaid thing, but without being too, you know, over the top and overt. Like, it's actually really, really well done. The sleeves, not handy in battle, not useful in battle, are they? Those long dangly sleeves. You're gonna dip them in your soup when you're eating, but you know, it all completes this sort of flowing, graceful look with movement. Like, I think that works because she's of the ocean, isn't she? And I'll tell you what they've done a really good job on is she's not like the Oceanid, really, because I hate the Oceanid because I've had to deal with that so many fucking times. You know, by now that's burned into my soul. I was thinking if I am going to lose my hair as I get older. It's inevitable. Most men probably will suffer some hair loss. So I was thinking if I do, I might get all the Genshin Impact bosses tattooed on my head. And that pain of having them tattooed on my head won't be anywhere near the pain of having to beat it up 50 times. Get my ass kicked 49. Anyway, look. She's not really like the Oceanid. She's got a little book. What's that about? Little book. She'll be friends with Book Boy. They're both wet and they're both like books. She'll be big friends with Little Book Boy. Quite like the little thing in her hair. Tie on top. The length of this hair. It's all quite cool. Yeah. Neck up. Very nice. Very pleased with that. Neck up. And then this part, yeah, this is good. You move down to frilly knickers on display like you're not wearing a proper pair of trousers. Why aren't you... What are you doing?
Yaya Publishing House has released numerous works that lay out military strategy in a simple and pragmatic way. Those are my favorite.
She's big on the book. Her and Book Boy. Her and Book Boy. And maybe it's a swimming costume. Maybe I'll give it her for that. But she looks like she's going to be cold. You know, in battle, wearing a little swimming costume is probably not the best thing. And it's just a little bit much for me. I'm not a huge prude, but like, bloody hell. Right, let's see what she does. Jellyfish thing.
Thrust and rebuild!
Oh, it's pinging them. It's popping. Got that jellyfish popping. Area of effect. So you team her with... look at it, it's actually killed them. Fucking hell. Jeez. You team her, bit of area of effect like that, with that other one we were looking at. Who were we looking at? The area of effect. Sucrose. Her and Sucrose, they'll make a good team, won't they? Anything that goes off in a big circle like that you can team. Her, Sucrose, and no wonder she's Meta. Meta? I don't even know her. No wonder she's Meta. Met who? Look, she is the Meta. No wonder, because anything with a big circle that you can pair up with Collie, with Sucrose, with that. Who else has got it? Bennett's got it, hasn't he? A big circle fire. Stop shooting at me, you fucking bellend. Now you're dead. Look, you shouldn't have done that. Now you're dead. Anything that's got this wide circle going off like that. And Sayu's got it with her Animo thing. I actually quite like them. Combining them up makes sense. Good. Sensible. Whoa! Well, I don't know what that does. It's fucking rubbish. But you got a cool animation, didn't you? And now you got that behind you. So that was a bit of a...
Thrust and rebuild!
Bit of a anticlimax.
Come a little closer.
Oh, she flew upside down then. Hang on.
A brush
Don't hit her. Look, she's flying upside down like a fish. So I don't know if that's good or bad. I can't really contextually get that into my
You're
head.
in for a little shock. Try not to enjoy this
But
too
she was
much.
flying upside down like a fish. So,
Torrent, bring refuge!
bloody hell. Flying upside down like a fish, look. Hang on, come and have some of this.
Hold the line!
Can she do a mage? Can she do a... Yeah, she can demolish them. When I say demolish them, like dissolve them. Look, she's dissolved it. It dissolved. Fucking hell. So yeah, she's quite powerful. Anything like Diona or Kai with the cry. Yeah, I wasn't going to... Kai was on the list there. I wasn't going to get him running around, but I haven't played with Diona yet. Or she's on my squad ranking up. She hasn't come into full force yet, but so I don't know, but maybe that's going to be good as well then. Yeah, so it's not awful. It's quite good. If anything, it's good. The things I'm not really vibing with are the fact you can basically see her underwear, and like, I don't want to say anything too negative because Wet Boy might hear me, but the water is the least offensive of all the of all the elements, isn't it? The sea is quite scary and quite, you know, dangerous and dark, isn't it? The waves and the sea, but a glass of water, like a little cup of water. Oh, is it raining again? It's raining. Like, not offensive. Whereas, like electro, pyro, don't stick your finger in there. That's going to stick your finger in the water. Oh, it's nice in the water. If anything, it's cooling and relaxing. So, you know, it's the least offensive of all the... And we're using these characters as offensive weapons, so I prefer the ones that go boom. But, yeah. I'll give her like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 there. Like, very interesting character. I like the fact there's a variation in the characters. Very interesting. She's got a lot of unique... Who am I? She's got a lot of interesting... Oh, Sango pearls. I know where to collect them. Saw 10 of them on sale in a shop the other day and thought I don't need them. I'll leave them. I've been picking up a few of them as well along the way. Okay. There's a lot of pros there. There's a lot of positives to her. But also, like I was going to say, I like the way that there's lots of different characters. People can vibe with different things. Maybe it's just not resonating with me. But maybe someone else would be like, this is the character for me. Right, this one then, it feels like it's going to be Ganyu. I'm already a big fan of all my other cryo characters apart from Kei, who doesn't exist to me, but feels like it's going to be Ganyu. As long as her animation is fucking wicked, I'm happy. But, you know, please don't let me down here, Ganyu, because, I mean, let's be fair. It's very unlikely I'm going to get Ganyu, unless I push my luck and try and roll for her. It's much more likely I just pull the little one and stop, but if they want to give me the streamer luck, you know, I'm right here. I've done my tweet, I'm right here. They want to give me the streamer luck. Let's see what I could have won. She's a bow. Got an ice bow. Got Diona. Unnecessary. She looks fucking cool when she's running. Look, her dress is going behind her. I forgot to look at her costume as well. We'll do a bit. Oh, what was that? She's some sort of like cryo running, and it blew up. Did it? Did I leave a trail and blew up? What's going on?
Born of Ice and Frost.
Born of Ice and Frost. Oh, she's done that flower there. She's done that flower. They're attracted to it. They like it. They're interested. If anything, it's caught their attention.
Blaze over.
Well, that was kind of cool, wasn't it? She like created the earth in her hand. You got to see right up her dress, and she created the earth in her hand. So if anything, pretty cool. And look at it. It's just like fucking area of effect. It's cryo. It's taking a while it's up there.
For
Look at it again.
Lapis.
See up her dress.
Come on.
She's brilliant.
Focus.
Focus? You fucking just stand there while everything dies, love. Look, you don't have to do anything. It's all just going to die around you. Brilliant. Continue challenge, just so we can look at her clothes. Like, well impressed. I like, look at it. Look at the scene that's going off. Chaotic and... imagine that cryo field and anyone hydro. Yeah, imagine... Like, just... Yeah, it's going to be good, that is. Just, like, force fielding... Setting that... And on top of... The other one with, like, anything force fieldy, collie and all... It's all going to be fun, yeah. She goes with all of that as well. Right, let's give her the lowdown from the fashionable high ground.
It's so nice to de-stress.
Quite like hearing that, that's alright. It's so nice to de-stress. It's not a big, offensive, long thing to hear, so... idling animation is okay there. The horns on the head. That's what I'm looking at first. I'm just spinning round. The horns on the head. I've got no idea what's going on with that. She's like a half adepti, isn't she? And she's not. I forgot. We did her story, and I sort of forgot. She's got a cowbell around her neck. We've had a look at her before, haven't we? We've played with her a little bit before, maybe. The cowbell around her neck is something that I find very strange. okay, she's got boobs, so does some ladies, but like they've kind of shaped them in that bodysuit thing, haven't they? Like to sort of like put them there. They're definitely like they're sort of perched on top of this thing rather than being slightly covered by it, which is a bit strange to me, but it's just about bearable.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
I mean, as characters go, look, you can see up her skirt. As characters go, she's like, you know, her figure is quite, you know, should I say sexy? I don't find it sexy. I can see they're trying to style her in a sexy way, I should say. That's probably a better way of saying it. In the same way as the other one with her frilly knickers in a way. They're both kind of like, I suppose they've both got waifu appeal, haven't they? She open backed there, so there's no clothes to speak of there. Long, not tied up, but slightly dishevelled hair, but with a bit of a curl. I like the dip dye, the smooth gradient from light to more deep blue on the hair. Big fan of that. And I like the way that the blue icy
Should we really
tones.
be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
I kind of like the way the blue icy tones are contrasted with the red and the warm tones in her bodice, and the more warm accent around this. Well, I don't know what you'd call these clothing items, but you know, it's more of a yellow golden tone there. It actually seems to work together quite naturally, even though instinctively I wouldn't really put those colours together. Footwear is still a bit of an issue. Keep charging her attack, you'll see something fun. Alright, we'll do that then. It's like, well, hang on, what this? We're going to see up her dress again. Was it that one you wanted me to charge? Hang on, I'm pressing the wrong button now. Not that.
Access denied.
I can't do any more with that, can I? Like this? Oh, I see, right. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean, hang on. Because I was looking at the fucking bow and arrow. Now I see what you mean. You can see, like, more underneath the... You can sort of... I'm moving, but I can't make it go away. Like, I can't move to a position where it goes away. It's only the front half of her covered up in her bodice. And it's not, like, completely awful, but... it is quite... Isn't it? It's quite... But then, you know, Beyonce's on stage in like a fucking leather catsuit and shit. Cher used to wear this thing that came up to here. Like, people that do athletic... Ladies go swimming in less clothes than that, don't they? So... The charge shot. Oh, the charge shot. See how much it does. It's not even the build of the trial. Oh, I see. I thought you meant just the looking at her down her dress. But you actually mean, like, you know... Do the... Alright, I'll have a little look. What? What? Am I reading that right? I'm not very good with my numbers sometimes, and I have a problem with the numbers on... It's like there's an extra row of numbers on that. Have we timesed it by 10? Missed that one. 12. That was a 12, wasn't it? So, like... 28,232. Hang on. 28,232. And I'm doing 5k, and that's 28,232. That's 28k. That's 28k. So she just does that. She just does 28k damage. Just like... So obviously that's the one I want. Or everything is... I was just about to rate her footwear. Fuck her footwear. She could be wearing fucking one flip-flop and a fucking old bag of crisps on the other foot. If she could be wearing a fucking... She could put her foot in a plastic bag and just run out in there. Oh, it's brilliant. I mean, you can't really see her footwear here, but it's not quite appropriate for all the fighting we like to do, but it's not awful. Some quite interesting shoes with a bit of toe cap, so they're not awful. There's a bit of a heel on them, but not like a high heel. It's not silly. So they're not awful, they're alright, but she could have done with some boots. I'm going to have to leave this challenge now and just... I feel a bit uncomfortable about seeing those numbers. What did I just see? How did that just happen? 28k? It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable because I thought we were doing quite well with the numbers that I thought I was pushing damage, getting up to the 6k sometimes. Klee can do a big 8k sometimes if I'm really lucky. You know, get the crits going. We can hit some numbers, but what? Like, surely it makes a mockery of some of the challenges, like the timed challenges. Destroy these enemies in 20... Oh, you've done it. Sorry, I didn't have time to read the thing because you just killed everything with one great big shot of your bow and arrow. You don't have to go close to them. I imagine that on that enemy, like the one we're having trouble with that flies around and it's all electric. You just... fuck you, you're gone. 50k plus! Right, I want that character now. I want that character. Tested, claimed. Like, you look a bit like a fish when you do your move, and you can demolish the entire mountains. Mooncarver. Daughter of Mooncarver.